Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa. So we are about to head into the deadly life of chapter 2. Also, I turned off all the voices, so yours truly will be doing all the voices for the class trials as well. Alright, let's head into it. Good morning. I don't know who.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Good morning! Ah!
Upupupupu.
Nice reaction. Glad to see you didn't disappoint. What are you doing here? Oh, I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you in person. What the hell for? Oh, because it's fun. As long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates.
What's Hanya?
What? Your face is all blue, like someone on the verge of death. What happened? What are you talking about? That's for me to know, and you to find out. Good luck. Something happened to someone? Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But what if? No, what if they're pointless? Especially now when... Dining hall. I need to get to the dining hall. Yeah, you okay?
Oi.
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura. Byakuya. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to that something that Monokuma mentioned. Something? It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder. After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So, if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday? It can't be! That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook, do you realize how dangerous that is? What? Why didn't you say something yesterday? Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. Sure, it's not a co-op game. What good does it do to me to go out of my way to help you? Stop saying that already! Yeah, there's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something? That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened. She's right. Let's split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Actually, if you guys, I don't know why that reminds me, if you guys have ever seen, Knives Out, that's a very good murder mystery game. Or murder mystery movie. It's like a game. Certainly takes less time when I know where everything is. Wait, I can't get in there. Huh? The door is open, but aren't these supposed to be locked?
のためにロックを解除してあります。どうぞご自由にお調べください。
Investigation?
決まりだ。
Just as I thought. Byakuya!
なるほど。
Judging from what he said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms? They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering, as if only talking to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was. But as soon as I did, a wild, almost primeval scream escaped my mouth. Danganronpa. Doesn't look like I can get rid of the voices. Back up. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byaka, on the other hand, most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head... Hey! I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro! What the hell was that? Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement! That Chihiro really is... dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if time at all had... It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. Which means we are in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. It's a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Shut up. Alright. Wait, what? What? For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, the thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack. The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. This is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. What are you saying? Genocide Jack here in the school? There's no way! But going as so far to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Hina was pointing up toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No! Why? 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 A donk. She fainted! That did not sound good. Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So, she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. But this isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think she should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it don't count. Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at total loss for words. She leapt up straight into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens. Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa! Is that a dead body? Hey, you dead? Oh man, she must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Oh, the world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. I don't know what accent to give that. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It must be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Oh, she totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl and the rest of us begin the investigation right away. And I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize it. There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone amongst us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. And it happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Oh, is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Stop monologuing. Give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Ooh, I sure did, chum. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So, please do your very tippity-top best on this investigation. Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends? I hate this! I can't take it anymore! What did it do? I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. You are so useless. Oi. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is simply an object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not? How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump so soon. What? Do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is... Chihiro was no object. So a little respect or I'll beat it some into ya. Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko! If we don't solve this mystery and find the killer, our lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya's right, that Genocide Jack is somehow the one that killed Chihiro, silly. Then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. We'll get more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember a rule like that. I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, you lovely student life would be all over, right? New rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. No, just one would totally murder that possibility. Well, for now, I'll catch you at the class trial. I cannot understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. You need to shut the fuck up. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm getting dropped off. We have no time to stand around. We must begin our investigation. Toot sweet. She even said toot sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to. We don't have any other choice. Investigate! First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Nice! Gonna give our nices a Mickey Mouse voice this time. Nice! Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without a purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just... You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. Dilly-dallying. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Now can I look at the dumbbell? Thank you. There's a dumbbell on the floor and... there's a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean that this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I mean, it's dripped in blood. I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been... Oh! Nice! There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. I could feel the life draining out of my body. The dead body. Chihiro's dead body. But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. I'm guessing I have to talk to people now. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need is to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but what? She was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help but wonder what that might be. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? You know, myself, I'm usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night. Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But then she would have also come with someone else. It's a possibility, Nice! Now I believe it's time for us to move on. What? The body? Huh? Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but... If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. So pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Back to Kyoko. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Ugh. Large. not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Hey. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
Nanda.
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
So.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you. Sure. What's up? Well, it's about the card reader. The card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to your gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a switch slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else the handbook, correct? Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Should I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Oh, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but... in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it? So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Biaka and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn selves. Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Nice! Well, this one, Biaka, kind of leads you around, which is nice, because then you don't have to try to figure out where you need to go. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. Ow. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You could go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Now I understand. Nice! Huh. Hold on a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbooks showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. Right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hi, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super duper big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does? But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Oh, hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. Monokuma, you're getting rid of tons of... But you might ask, how could that be? Monokuma gives you tons of hints this round. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Nice. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely... I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. And you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend. Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. Like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Okay. What do you mean? Wait. Oh. He had more. I don't really like this mechanic because it's like, oh, there's more. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you too! I don't know who this is. Big trouble! Need your help! We're busy! Leave us alone! But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please! You gotta help me! This is a serious emergency! Please, please! You gotta help me! Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we could take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry! Wait, Hina! It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Thank you for teleporting me. I appreciate. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. You're talking to the wrong person, you waste of space. Oh, come on. I tried clicking on the door. Oh, okay, I gotta talk to Hina. You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know? See how she was doing? But when we did... It was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff? Oh, we should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. What?
いや、朝比奈さんが心配してて、深谷さんが閉じこもってるって。放っておいて。 さ、とりあえず一度ドアを開けてくれない？好きにさせない。
ジェノサイダーショーなんかの好きにはさせない。
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? Come out of her room, I mean.
まあいいだろう。
You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments... Oh, at that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we could do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Byakuya, what was Toko just talking about? Something about a promise? Huh? I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, then that means I don't know! Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked. But he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his brute feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Whoops. I meant to click on you. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
何度も言わせるな。
Fine. Then that. If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Here?
行くぞ。
It's all makes sense once you're inside. Oh, there's so many books and files. And so much dust.
つまり
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value yourself. Oh. The ton of thick files steps onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Uh-oh? There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these?
やめろ
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything shattered. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Maybe it's the box. The wooden box. It's empty. Empty wooden box! Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like something was inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Huh! It's a desk lamp. Yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
なんだ
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. I guess I can't click on those yet. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one up at random. Oh, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
そう
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
グミめ
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit in your preconceived reality, you label as a lie. Well, it's not just that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show you just how much Hope Picks truly real. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I just can't keep up with all this. It's too unreal. What's wrong? Still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
なんだ
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, then you don't understand the nature of anything. Don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, so why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Chikami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
つまり
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of the world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. It's beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
そうだ
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended. The only ones who knew about that particular fact were the members of the police and the higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
そうだ
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
つまり
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's a real Genocide Jack.
つまり
That's right, there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
面白い
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Do I have to click on him again? Yakia, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
まあいいだろ
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Screenshot! Yakia handed me a file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. I like that guy's face on the top right. Ken Harada, 32. Chihiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Komatsura Taro, Takefumi Gone, Uchida Naohisa, Take Masamune. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays or at night or during holidays, either not day or night. The most common time for the killing to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
つまり
The key point here is the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story? But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. Nice! Man, it's been a while since we got a nice. Feels nice, nice?
行くぞ
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things to take care of before the class trial. Now I can go investigate on my own. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
お前の
Come on,
相手を
enough
して
of
いる
your
暇はない
annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. I'm the one who saved all your dumbasses in the last class trial, so shut your trap. Still love you, Byakuya. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous thief is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, I don't know if going back to the library right now is going to do anything, so let's... go back here first. Ding 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 ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Huh? Poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. There. Got a bunch of stuff to do in here. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking. But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? So, nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the matter. But... Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. It's the bloodstained poster. Blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like this kind of place you'd find something like this. But wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker room. Nice! Yoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I'll give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? Rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head. Which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Nice! Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
そうだな。
I've used it nearly every day since it opened. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
すまない。
Sorry, I can't really say. I've never really paid attention to the posters. I see.
されど。
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee?
ああ。
In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
そうだな。
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Do I have to go back and look? Beep, 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 beep. I think we need... Don't think we need anything else from here. I think that's it. But let's go back to the boys' locker room to make sure the stain thing. Oh. Okay. Alright, so let's just go in order. Let's head to the library. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. I meant to click on the... Huh? The lamp won't turn on. I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. That's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Nice! The extension cord was in there before. Desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. It sure is dark over there. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh, it's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. I think that's all. Let's go talk to Les. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing! It is absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I know you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you. I see it was pointless. And you did find something. Oh, very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? Oui. This was right before night time.
あら、こんな時間にこんな場所で何をなさっているのですか？ちょっとトレーニングでも始めるおつもりですか？なんでわかったの？スポーツバッグからはみ出していますわよ。青いジャージの袖が。本当だ。ありがとう。じゃあ急いでるから行くね。
She stuffs the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
そうですよ
I
ね。
assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, There was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Nice! Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course! Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Oh, I should have spent more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Yeah, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe! Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Nice. Oh, that was it.
Eh, 僕も待ち疲れたんで、思い切って始めちゃいますか。お待ちかねの学級裁判を。ではでは、いつもの場所に集合お願いします。学校エリア1階にある赤い扉にお入りください。
No.
ぷぷ、じゃあ後でね。
No. In the class trial or about to begin. Alright, so we are going to end this here. Man, that was long. Hour and 30. Okay, we're going to finish this. But for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching and make sure you like and subscribe. It's punishment time. See you later.